So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focused on rectifying those things here.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
It leads to 2nd and
shotgun snap to Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long for Daniels. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you recharge so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
They got 21 yards on the play, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. It's a small gain up to the 38. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Escapes out to the left. Making the call himself. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
And an Eagles 1st down.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
He was taken down at the 50.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 1st down, Hurts. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his leg's going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. Quan Martin with the pick. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their 1st possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Drive starts with an option, right side. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
At the 18-yard line.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for an Eagles first down. A gain of a yard. First down, Philadelphia.
This time he's looking to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
And 8 at the 12-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the second. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after added on by Elliott. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders set to take over. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He calls his own number again. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long for him here. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. He fields this at the 18. He dodged the tackle. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hurts setting up to throw. Looking for him on the screen there. Please, so 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14
1st and 10 now from the 46.
And an Eagles first down.
They go play fake with Hurts. Working the sideline, that's Goddard. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Smith.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Play action. Hurts has it. He's going to tuck it and run. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles first down.
Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Washington calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. He gets it again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Down and goal to go.
Here's Hurts. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked. Live ball picked up inside the 25. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
That's good for a Washington first down.
Daniels now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Luke McCaffrey. incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's second and
Brings
10.
up second and 10.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up a third down.
Still
and
10 yards to get this
go.
first down as they come to the line. Daniels throwing on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Eagles take over
Philadelphia
first and 10
getting ready to go on
at their own
offense.
24-yard
And we're down
line.
inside a minute to play here in the second quarter, but that is enough time to get a drive together. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Now Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
On first down, Hurts.
First down.
Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Dante.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. It's Hurts once again. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to
So now here's third and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Hurts yet again.
Brings up third and 5.
He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
That's another
Pick up a 5 on that play.
first down.
And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. We've set it down from 37. The final throw before the break. He takes it himself. He has room past the 25. And they're going to get there to force him out. But a nice play for the offense to go out on, as that's going to end our first half. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down.
15 yards.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 15.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And Lewis Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards on the play. And
We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Barkley off the pistol give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He finds Brown right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hurts to throw. Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this two-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Fullback gets it up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, Brock, I love the creativity, trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but I'm sure some people seeing that call gonna say, just give it to your back and keep it simple.
Like give it to Marshawn in the Super Bowl simple?
I mean, maybe. I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah, maybe. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Philadelphia.
Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniels from the pistol. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
And the Commanders first down.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Okonkwo brings it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
To Chig Okonkwo. It's a gain of 4.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Daniels setting up the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another.
Daniels on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Will muster a little down to the 30. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
It's a gain of 5.
Daniels is going to throw again. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most, and we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. First down throwing for Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10.
Hurts on first down. He's going deep. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
Incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Sanderstill.
Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Saquon Barkley.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. Third down. And again, here's Hurts. He's going to run for it. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
And an Eagles first down. A 28-yard gain. First down.
Hurts now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
4 yards on
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it at the 6. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now, hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Here's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there.
Eagles.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Washington
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Now he takes it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He loses the football. And the Eagles get to it. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Jukes away from one. And They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
17 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Barkley going to try to smash his way in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
33. Commanders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Play action now. Daniels. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
1st and 10.
Daniels now on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
23 yards.
Slot receivers headed left.
1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. This is McCaffrey, left side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Running in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 19-point deficit. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
15 yards. And an Eagles.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 36-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield.